And welcome to my Psychic Connection. I am your host, Journey Ryan. I am so happy to be here tonight and get a chance to talk with everybody. It is the 18th. What the hell does that mean? We are past the retrograde. Finally, Mercury went direct. Now, mind you, there are still some other planets in retrograde, but Mercury has finally stopped toying with us so we can balance things out just a little bit better. So communications and crazy won't happen as badly. So that'll help settle things down where you guys can communicate with the people that you're trying to communicate with. Things won't be as bad. So definitely looking forward to that. All right, guys, do realize that we are doing the donation. So the jumps, every time you jump, $1 of your donation is going to our drive to get turkeys. We're going to be giving that to the Salvation Army so they can provide turkeys for the families in need. So guys, remember, you're not only helping us, but you're also helping families in need. So we had somebody donate a jump directly just for the turkeys, which brought us up to $71. So we're really excited so far. We're at 71. We're going to go until the end of the month. And then next month, we're going to do Toys for Tots, as we're going to try to get as much money up as we can to get those kids some toys this year. So it's a good charity, and I hope everybody, I got a bug or something. That was just fell in my head. That's what that little black dot was. Anyway, guys, really excited. Remember, guys, tonight after this show, 30 minutes after the show, you're going to be here with Emma. Emma Rose will be on tonight, and she'll be here for 1 hour. So she'll be on the late night show. So, guys, tune in for that. It's going to be a whole bunch of fun, and I cannot wait for you guys to get the chance to talk with her as well. Guys, remember, you guys are welcome to ask questions. Please, no general medical or legal questions. Medical and legal questions. There are professionals out there that can help you a little bit better than we can. Technically, we can't give those types of advices because, you know, we're not lawyers or medical. Definitely ask you to see a physician or a lawyer or whatever you're going through at that point. But we'll definitely help you for the rest of the stuff the best we can. When it comes to mediumship questions, guys, you know you have to jump in order to get a mediumship question. And we're going to try to get to as many people as possible. Remember, free reads are 3 minutes, and the jumps are however long it takes to get the message to you. So sometimes they're, 5 minutes long. Sometimes they're, 10, 15, sometimes 20 minutes long. It just depends on what the situation is and how deep the spirit is getting into it. Sometimes spirit just kind of like leaves a message like a fart. They just walked on by. Here, there you go. Well, thanks. Could you stick around? They have more questions. Sometimes they don't always stick around. But you know what? I'm going to see it psychically, and we'll see what we get there. All right, guys. I know that everybody is in line, so we're going to go down this list one by one. Remember, be kind, be courteous. Just because that someone's question doesn't mean anything to you, it means something to them. So if we see any kind of rudeness or anything like that, you will automatically just be blocked, and we'll just take you out of here. Asking where you are on the list is rude because other people are sitting listening to other people's readings. So asking where you are as though you have some type of special privilege won't work in this group. It's another way to get kicked out. So get your favorite drink, grab your popcorn, share, like, subscribe, tell all your friends we're here, and let's get started. All right, guys, and everybody who has been here before knows me. I'm very straightforward. I'm not going to give you the little lollygag. I'm going to tell you like it is. So, no story time with me, unless I'm talking about myself. Then then it's story time. We'll all sit back and go, "Wow, really, Journey?" All right, guys, let's go ahead and start with our first person in line, which is Eeyore, aka Amy. Go ahead with your question. We're going to check the jump list. I'm going to call the next name to get their question ready. Remember, posting your question 17 times is not going to get me to answer it. You're on the list as soon as you say hi. All right, because I've seen that before, and that's annoying when I'm trying to read the other person's question. All right. Also, guys, I'm going to say this real quick. Amy, I'll grab your question in just a second. Remember, when we get a jump, you're going to hear this. You're going to hear this sound. And you're going to see this pop up on the screen. That means the person has jumped the list, and that's the person we're focusing on at that moment. All right. So everybody's ready. Let's go ahead with Eeyore's question. All right. Get this set up over here. Not ready. Look at me. It says, I'm really down tonight for some reason. I don't have a specific question. Just here to listen. I feel as though that your energy, I know that you're saying you're not here with a question, but you're letting others take control of you. You're letting other energies take control of you. And that's what I'm seeing circling you. You got some things that touched your heart, and I know that you're going through a lot right now. But Spirit's saying that things are going to be on a brighter side, and you need to look at the reasons why certain things happen, and that certain information was brought to your attention. You need to know that this is the next step of growth, and growth never comes without a little bit of pain of letting certain things go and letting certain things no longer bother you because they're no longer important. People have opinions. They're like assholes. Everybody's got one, but not all of them are great. So don't let other people's energies bog you down. Don't let their opinions bog you down. You're stronger than that, and you know that. Even though that someone you may love or care about tremendously, don't let them get you. I know you didn't have a question, but Spirit told me I needed to give you that message. Don't let them get you, Eeyore, Amy. It's never a good thing. All right, Unique Smith, go ahead and throw us your question. Taylor Washington, you are next on the list, so get your question ready. She says, thanks so much. I love you guys. Here you helped me so much. Exactly, and we're going to keep doing it. It doesn't change. All right. Oh, snappy and red. Look at us. All right. So we got Unique up. Let's check that jump list one more time before I go any further. So I don't want to miss anybody who's jumping the list. Remember, you guys, Tony, go ahead and post the jump real quick for me. Guys, if you're on Facebook, it is pinned to the profile. That way you guys can reach it easier. And if you're on YouTube, just click on the link being shown. If you're on Twitter, you guys can do the same. It's in the description. Guys, remember, we're on multiple platforms, so please bear with us as we go through this. All right, so the next person on the list was Unique. Let's go ahead and grab Unique's question. I got that little booger. I got him. All right, so she says, what are my gifts and how do I tap into them? Well, you've already tapped into one, which is your empath ability. But here's the problem about being an empath. You're not reading yourself correctly. See, the thing is that you're fighting yourself. And that seems to be a big problem. And that's actually your biggest problem. It's because what's happening here is that you feel something and you get a gut feeling and you're like, oh, it's that gut feeling. I feel it. But then you do the complete opposite than what that gut feeling is telling you to do. Then all of a sudden, you're like, crap, I knew it, I should have did this. And you have a lot of I knew it moments, but yet you did the complete opposite of what you knew. And that right there is a problem within itself. And so you need to start listening to your empath ability. When you start getting the feeling and knowing it, you need to listen to it. I see you, feeling it, and then you do the opposite, or you try to change what you feel. You need to start going with the flow of that energy. That energy right there is what is taking you the wrong direction and why you're not getting to the next step of development. You cannot get to the next, and this is always happens with psychic energy. If you can't connect to that level of your psychic ability, you will become stuck. You'll get hung up and you'll be stuck. So that's something you need to pay attention to. She says, it's like having a gut feeling them and different feelings, and sometimes I choose the wrong one to hear. She says, how do I do that connection? Okay, so when it comes to that type of connection and you're hearing the two different things, what happens is the first one that you feel is not you. That is not you. The second one you feel is you, because the second one contradicts the first one. The first one is your actual ability. The second one is you overanalyzing everything. So that's a problem. So when you hear it, you also know that when you're hearing things or you're feeling things or a thought comes through, the thought of it is not the way you would say it, think it, or feel it. So it'll feel totally different. And that's when you get it in your mind before you get it in your gut, before you feel it. So that's why I know that the first one's always the right one, because that's how I did it when I was younger. The first one is always the right one. So you're right off the bat. And then you overanalyze it, and then you do the opposite. So that's where we cause our own problems. So she goes, go with the first. Got it. Yes, absolutely. Go with the first. It's always going to serve you best, even though it may not be something that you want to hear. All right, Unique, thank you so much for your question tonight. We do appreciate it, guys. Everybody knows what that belt meant. That meant my mom showed up. Hello, Mom. All right. Checking the jump list here real quick before we move to the next question. All right, she says, thank you. You are welcome, honey. You are welcome. All right, Taylor Washington, go ahead and throw us your question. Brittany H., go ahead and get your question ready. You're on the list. All right, guys. I do have a Reiki class that's going to be coming up this summer. If you guys are interested in going into our Reiki class, it is free. I will be teaching Reiki 1, and then we'll go further than that, all the way to Reiki 3. That's what those books are back here, 1, 2, and 3. Those are the workbooks that I have, and you will get certified, and that information will be sent to whatever address I have on file for you when you sign up for the class. So all you've got to do is go to mypsychicconnection@gmail.com and say Reiki class, and get yourself signed up. We'll be doing that in June of next year, so next summer. We also have a summer show that's coming up. It's called So You Think You Can Read. We're going to have 20 psychics competing to win a radio show and the chance to be on our site, plus $1,000 prize and a trophy and a year's worth of advertising from us right here at My Psychic Connection. So really cool stuff. And the advertising is brought to you by My Press Marketing. So. All right, and we are going to be on television. The show will start to air on TV on an app that's coming out here real shortly. So, guys, stay tuned to that, and I'll be able to give you guys the information on that app, and you guys can start watching some TV for free. Good stuff. All right, let's keep on going. We got Taylor. Taylor says, will Edward Will Edward reconcile with me? He's mad at me. Plus, I don't think his ancestors don't like me. Okay, so when it comes to Edward and his energy and the things that I see circling around him, it's not so much what they think of you, and it's more along these are his emotions. He's swinging back and forth with his emotions. I keep seeing that he's trying to, make things where he feels comfortable, but he keeps running back and forth. And I keep seeing him trying to open that door and let you in, but every time he gets that fear and then he runs from it. So that's not, I honestly feel as though that if he can turn his energy around, which I do feel like he will, your guys' relationship will come back, and it'll come back stronger. Currently, right now, your emotions towards you are too real. They're too strong, and he's not willing to deal with it. He's also not willing to deal with any of his own faults or stand up or do anything to that nature. So it's causing a small problem. So I want you to hang in there with him, because it's definitely going to be an up and hill battle right now. She says, oh, wow, I said some stuff that amounted to the breakup. Oops, too strong. Yeah, the emotions are too strong. But here's the thing. The things that you said came with truth, came from pain. And he knew it. So you didn't say anything that wasn't right. You said everything that was right, but he was doing wrong. There's nothing wrong with sticking up for yourself as long as you're doing it in the way that benefits you. And just because it doesn't sound or feel good to him, you're pointing out the negativities that are blocking and hurting you. So if he loves you as much as he says he's doing, then why is he hurting you? And all you've done is shown him that. Now that you've provided it, let him heal from it. Will you guys come back together? Yes. Will you reconcile the situation? Absolutely. Will he come back better and stronger? Absolutely. So let him go through his ups and downs with this, but don't babysit him. Let him do this on his own, because last thing you need is to be a babysitter. Plain and simple. Right now, he's playing with tinfoil. Idiot and tinfoil right now. I know he's got the shining armor. He needs to put that on. Big difference. Big difference. All right, guys. I'm going to check the jump list, see if we got any jumpers here. All right. We did get our first jump from Pamela. Pamela Huff. Pamela Huff, go ahead and throw us your question. You jumped the list. Got a jumper. All right, Pamela. All right, hey, girl. Says, hey, Ryan. Hey. All right, throw me your question. What is your question for me tonight? After Pamela's question, we're going to need Brittany H. to get her question ready, unless someone else jumps the list. But you are, right now, at this moment, next on the list. But you never know on my Psychic Connection Live. Still waiting on Pamela to post her question. So the awkward silence. All right, guys. Just so you guys know, we have a show tonight with Emma Rose, 12:30 a.m. That's 30 minutes after this show, and then of course we've got Gifts of Faith show tomorrow at 7 p.m. So guys, that's Eastern time. So make sure that you guys tune into those shows as well. Pamela, we are still waiting on your question, sweetheart. Go ahead and throw me your question. All right, there we are. All right, she says, I just wanted to donate, but while I'm here, am I being sabotaged at work? I swear my supervisor is setting me up for failure because of jealousy over my friendship with the executive director who is over her. So, yes, the answer to that is 100% yes. I do see sabotage. The energy that I see about it is that there's a connection between you and the boss, and you and the boss have a great rapport. To me, your current supervisor is not happy that you guys are very chummy, and it's seen, and she hates it because she's trying hard to be chummy with her. It's not working. Your friend is not a very big fan of your supervisor and thinks that your supervisor should get a job elsewhere. And they're not going to kick them out, but they won't entertain the energy. I see that your supervisor can be pretty negative. They got a pretty negative attitude about things, and they talk a lot of smack about people. So that's why your friend, which is her boss, doesn't really appreciate her, and then does come down hard on her when it comes to those types of joking around and saying things that are unnecessary, which can lead to termination. So if she's not careful, her words will damage her. That's what I'm seeing here. It's like her words will damage her. And it's only a matter of time before your boss is going to be asked to step down. So they are not going to let her go. They're going to ask her to step down. And then from there, she can either step down or leave. Those will be her options. And because she doesn't want to leave, she's just going to step down. So to her, that would be embarrassing to step down and fall back into a lower position. Plus, she wouldn't want anybody to know that. So she would pretty much lie and say she's got another job. And I see a big story about it, and I see her attitude being piss poor, and, that's what's happening here. She says, I've recommended that for years now. Well, guess what? They're finally going to do it. But it's because she's gotten really bad with the negativity, the way she's communicating about people, what people are going through. She thinks everyone's a liar, and the only person that tells the truth is her. Well, I got news for you. She rarely tells the truth. And she just likes picking on people. But the thing about it is that, there's nothing more that anybody can do for her. She's pretty much, she's done this to herself. So there's nothing more that anybody else can do. She says, amen, brother. But I'm going to tell you, when they're going to do this starts around Christmas time. So right after Christmas is when they're going to ask her to step down before we get into the new year. So she is still going to be there for a little bit longer, but it's not until after Christmas do they ask her to step down. And I think they only do that to be nice, so she's got a paycheck during Christmas. Other than that, they don't give two shits. Her attitude is piss poor, and they just don't want it anymore. They're done. And I know you've been saying it, but she's had to follow protocol and had to have discussions about it due to the situation, because she's not, just a regular employee. She is in a management position. So they have to take different steps in order to get rid of her. So what they're going to do is, like I said, they're going to ask you to step down. And if you can't step down, we're going to have to ask you to leave. And she's going to choose to leave. So Get ready for it because it's coming. And that's going to be a happy day for you. She goes, I don't hate her. I'm just tired of her making it more difficult than it needs to be. But see, this isn't about what you want. And just because you don't hate her doesn't make what's happening behind the scenes unreal. So she's doing it to herself. I'm not saying you're wishing this upon her. She's doing this to herself. And not providing you certain information to make you look bad is something that we all see. Not only do you see it, but your friend sees it, which is her boss. So that's just adding another notch to that belt there that they're going to just cut her loose from. She's out of notches. She says she is, I've exposed it. Yeah. She's not providing you with what you need. She's not doing, and you're not the only one. She's making sure that anybody that's underneath her level, she's keeping them all without information just so they don't go above her. They all don't. She doesn't want anybody to outshine her. It's all about outshining her. She's not good at what she does. She got this job because somebody else quit and she was kissing some serious ass. She says, you're spot on. Well, this is true. She was kissing some serious ass. It wasn't what you know, it was who you blow. And she was doing a good job at it apparently that day. Because this was not about her skills. The only skills that we were talking about is the one on her face. But it wasn't her ability to lead. She goes, and none of us want her job. Right. So she got it. She found it to be easy to get into that job because nobody wants it. And B, she's a huge brown noser. That's just what she is. She didn't get it because of her skills. She got it there from the lack thereof anybody else's interest. Everybody's like, no, I don't want that job. You want that job? Hell no, I don't want that job. And she's like, I'm going to go up there and kiss everyone's ass so I can get this job. Honey, you walk right in the door. Why? There was not a line. Nobody wanted it. Nobody wants that damn job. You got it just so you can say that you had a title and you can boss people around because you're a needy bitch. And that you need to control things. You're not unaware of what's happening here. We can all see you. You live in a glass house. We can see everything you're doing. She's a piece of work. And even with the fact that she's not going to keep this job and she's going to have to step down or get out, if nobody steps up to want this job, they will hire somebody outside of the company. They've also thought about hiring someone outside of the company because they know prior when this job was available, nobody wanted it then. And of course, still to this day, nobody really wants it now. I mean, you could do this job. Nothing wrong with that. She says, I'm dying. It's like you sit with me in my office on the daily. Well, I'm just reading what I'm seeing here, and girl, this is bad. It's bad. And someone should tell her perfume stinks. Everybody thinks her perfume chokes them. It gags them. They can't breathe. Her perfume stinks. Every time she walks by, I see people gasping and other people laughing. It's pretty bad. I don't know what she's wearing. Oh, alcohol or whatever the hell it is that's stealing your breath. But, starting to wonder if she's using chloroform as a perfume. She goes, I can't take it. I'm actually dating the executive director who is also my best friend. I know that. That's the energy that I saw with it. I knew that prior. But the thing is that this girl's got to go 100%. She's got to go. She's got to step down. But I think they're going to wait until after Christmas before they let her step down. Or actually leave, because she's not going to step down. So that's on her. They're still giving her an opportunity to keep a job. But she won't step down. Because then she'll be on everybody else's level. And I hope she likes pitchforks and fire, because that's what would end up happening. All right, Pamela. Just know this girl's going. I wouldn't worry too much about her energy. Try to blow her off. You know, she's nothing but hot air and apparently chloroform for perfume. So, yeah. She says she's dirty. No, not physically, but to sabotage. Right. She wants to keep everybody underneath her. She don't want anybody outshine her. I got news for you, honey. You're a birthday candle. No one's seeing that flame from a distance. No one's seeing your flame. All right. Well, Pamela, I hope that helps, and I hope you enjoyed your reading. Just know that, like I said, after we get past Christmas, she'll be out of the way. She says thank you. You're welcome, honey. And I know you've been implanting that message in there, and I see them waiting until after Christmas to do it. But know it's coming. He can't tell you, but he will anyway. All right. Thank you so much for that question, guys. We're going to take a quick break, but after the break, let's make sure we don't have any jumps before I do that. Because we're going to take a word from our sponsor and then go from there. All right. Not seeing another jump on there just yet. All right. So Brittany H. will be next on the list, and then Tracy Turtle will get that question ready. We're going to take a quick break, but after the break, we'll get back to some more readings.
For Central Kentucky's best selection of pets and pet supplies, visit Adventure Pets in Berea. We have one of Central Kentucky's largest selection of fresh and saltwater fish, exotic birds, hamsters, reptiles, puppies, kittens, and more. We carry several lines of premium dog and cat food. We also stock Frontline Plus, Advantage, Capstar, and other products for flea and tick control supplies for dogs and cat health needs. Call us today at 859-985-8001.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
All right, guys, we are back. All right, let's go ahead and take the next person in line. Next person in line was Brittany H. Brittany, go ahead and throw us your question. Brittany, come to the stage. It's your turn. Your turn. Your turn. Your turn. Your turn. I need Tracy Turtle to be getting her question ready. You're on the list. Brittany H, come on down. Down, 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 down. Going once, going twice. Tracy Turtle, go ahead and throw your question. You were next on the list, and I need Stacy C to get their question ready. Brittany came on, says, do you see my kids having a good Thanksgiving and Christmas with me? Absolutely. You know, I feel as though that you're going to do your best to do what you've got to do in order to make things right. I know that you're scrambling to get things done, but I do feel like you're going to get it done. And I see the kids getting exactly what they need and what they want. Some of the things that they want can be expensive, but, you know, believe it or not, if you keep putting out the good vibes and the things that are coming your way, they will receive some of those things that will you'll be able to let go. So you'll be able to purchase and make it a good Christmas. As it comes for Thanksgiving, I see a good time for Thanksgiving. Let them do some stuff in the kitchen. Let them be a part of it, whether they're just sitting at the table and you give them something to do. Of course, not without supervision and seeing what they're doing. Like if you make mashed potatoes, let them whip it up. If you're making, something like salad and you need to break up the lettuce, let them break up the lettuce rather than cutting it up. Let them do it. Let them have some fun with it. Just be careful with, the kitchen can be a dangerous place, but it can also be a safe place if you do it right. And let them set things up on trays, maybe make cookies, things to that nature, everything that they would enjoy. As long as they're enjoying themselves, they'll be all right. And I feel like, I don't see anything negative there for you to watch out for. So yeah, I feel like this is definitely a good spot for them. I don't feel like you have anything to worry about when it comes to that. And just make it special. Make them feel special. And then talk about, so they made these cookies. How do you guys like them? That's what I'm seeing here. So don't let that get the best of you. I definitely feel like things are going to be good. And I feel like you're going to be having a good time with them. So I feel like things will be positive, but I really get that you're getting fearful of that. Don't let the fear get the best of you. Let them enjoy that time together with you. Make it feel special. Even when it comes to Christmas, let them set things up. Let them decorate, do things like that. All right, Brittany? Right before the bell, she says, thanks so much. You are welcome, sweetheart. All right. Well, let's keep on going here. And Tracy Turtle, you were next on the list. Tracy, are you there? Tracy Turtle. No Tracy? Going once, going twice. Sold to Stacy. Stacy C, go ahead and throw us your question. Jennifer R, you're on the list. Get your question ready. Let's check the jump list and see if anybody's jumped. Seeing any jumpers here just yet, so let's keep on going. All right. We got Stacy here. Stacy says, my boyfriend has been depressed a lot. He says his daughter is in the hospital and he's depressed and not doing okay. He really avoiding me right now, not showing me attention. I feel hurt deeply because I paid money for him to come from the base. Should I end things? When it comes down to this situation, I know that it hurts because, you've you want him to spend some time, and I do get the pain that's circling it, and I get the hospital thing, but something feels off to me about the whole thing. I'm going to tell you that the energy that's being spent right now, I get the hospital thing. I do see hospital, so I don't see that that's a lie. But I'm starting to see that her condition is not critical. I'm not seeing a critical condition. So depressed, that depression comes from many things, but it doesn't just all come from the daughter. I don't like it when people lie to other people or make them feel bad. So what I can tell you is that in this scenario, you need to ask him, what's her condition? If he says it's something critical, he's lying, and I'm going to tell you to say you need to walk away. Because I feel as though his depression comes from another area, and he's not really willing to talk about it and say if something else is depressing you or something, is bothering you, you can talk to me. You don't have to tell me a story to get me to feel sorry or to make you believe that's the only reason you're depressed. It's not all that's depressing him. I don't feel that her life is, her life is not on the line here. If that's what he's saying, that's not true. Because I'm looking at the situation and I'm not seeing dire need. Yeah, hospital, I saw it. But she's not in ICU. She's not, nothing like that. I get that she's in the hospital. This is something that she's getting better with. He said she's doing better. Right. So she's not in dire straits. Yes, this is sad that when your kids go to the hospital, you have that emotional tug, but he needs to snap out of it because his depression's not coming from her. And I think that you need to find out what the key root of it is. Because I believe that it has to do with the mother in this situation or her family, that it's coming from the mother's side. And I feel like they're what's causing the problem. And I believe they are tearing down his integrity. And that's the real depression. It's not the daughter. But I would talk to him. Thank you for your question, Stacy. We appreciate it. And, things can get better. But if he lies to you about any type of critical energy on that, that's exactly what it is, a lie. And that's not something that you need to be doing. All right, we've got a jumper, guys. We've got a jumper. All right. Boom. We need Linda D to go ahead and throw us her question. Linda. And Stacy said, thank you. Honey, just talk to him and make sure that he's not going to lie to you. You need to know that for yourself, and then talk to him about, what is really going on. What's got you depressed. That's where you should be at this point of him. All right. We got Linda. Linda says, my boss wants to take me down to 40 hours a week, and I want my overtime. What do you see happening? Well, I don't see your boss actually taking you down. I see your boss worried that you're going to get burnt out, and because you're so good that they don't want to lose you. They see what you can do, and everybody seems to be pretty impressed. I keep seeing the impressions that you're making, the positivity that you're making, and here's the problem, it's a good problem, is that everybody wants you to be, working with them. I want her to bring me my stuff. I want her to do it. You're enjoyable. You do things. You're on time. You make things happen. You got a personality that won't quit. They love that. It's better than what they've had, which is a wet paper towel with two eyeballs and a mouth on it. That's what they've been getting. So the thing is that, yeah, I don't see, if you say no and tell them that you're okay, you should be fine. And they just don't want to see you get burned out because they don't want to lose you. And when people get burned out, they want to walk away or they start doing the job not as well. And that's what they're worried about. This is more of a worry that they're going to lose you or the integrity of the, the quality that you bring forward. Will they give me the new car that they are buying? Yes, because you are their top performer right now. So I don't see this being an issue. I don't see this being a problem. I feel like things are going to come together. I still see you with your overtime. As we get closer to the holiday season, I see you working even more. And honey, I'm seeing bonuses like crazy. You're going to get some serious Christmas money for some people. It's going to be awesome. She says, She says, awesome. I told her that I would let her know if it gets to be too much. Well, and I think that's why they're trying to get you down to 40 hours, because as we get down to the holiday season, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy busy. But in all honesty, I don't think you're going to be too mad about that either, because the Christmas bonuses you're going to be getting are going to be amazing. You're going to be able to do the best Christmas that you've done in a long time, and you're going to be so happy. She says, nice, thank you, hugs. I just got a $300 tip. Nice. Nice. And you think those are nice? You think that's nice? Wait until you're getting 3 or 4 of them. I'm talking about 3 or 4 of them a week. It's going to keep happening. It's only going to get better. It's only going to get you more money. Keep doing what you're doing. I don't see you even burnt out at all. This job's not as... I'm not going to say it's not tiring, because all jobs can make you tired. But honestly, I feel like the excitement's there. You like seeing who you talk to. It's not like you don't have any issues with anybody. Everybody's been very, very opening, very welcoming, and and you enjoy the energy. It's not bad at all. Not in the slightest. She goes, nope, it's just driving mostly. Exactly. And then when you see the people, they're happy and you guys chit chat. It's a little bit of a funny here and there. And, you're good. It's not, like I said before, wet paper towel, eyeballs and mouth. That's what they got. Yeah. Wow, you're amazing. You're 25 minutes late. Yeah, that's what they had before. Now they've got you, and now they're like, oh no, we need to make her happy. We got to keep her here. She's got to stay. She can't go nowhere. We need her. Don't go nowhere. Give her a tip. Do something. Make her happy. Make her laugh. Make her want to come back. That's where they're at. That's why your boss is like, we need to bring her down to 40 hours before she gets burnt out. Remind her the next time she says anything. If she asks you, you're okay, say, yeah, I'm fine. I just don't want to lose my hours because I'm really liking this. And just let them know. I think you need to remind your boss how much you're liking it and enjoying the energy and doing what you're doing. Because I honestly believe that's something they need to be reassured of. Even though you say it from time to time, say it again. Say it directly to her. And that'll help. All right, Linda. Thanks so much. I appreciate you. Thanks for your question. All right, guys. She says, have a great night. Hugs, my dear friend. I understand and we'll do it. All right, good. Good, good, good. All right, guys, let's check the jump list here. And guys, just remember, we will call out your name when it's time to ask your question. So please understand that. All right, the next person in line was Jennifer R. Jennifer, go ahead and throw us your question. Hearts, love, joy. Get your question ready. You're on the list. Jennifer R. Jennifer R, guys. Remember, we have a contest tonight. So if you guys are still here at the end of the show, I'm going to be calling out a winner. We'll be doing that in about 45 minutes. Julia, I don't know what you're talking about. You didn't offend me. All right, I don't see Jennifer R. I'm going to keep on going down the list. Hearts, Love, Joy, go ahead and throw us your question. Lisa Simpson, get your question ready. You are on the list. Let's go ahead and check the jump list while we're at it. All right, Hearts, Love, Joy says, hi, will I hear back from Jackson this week and his feelings towards me? And is he heartbroken because of me? Is that the reason he's not talking to me and fighting his feelings? Okay, so the reason he's fighting his feelings is because he doesn't want to deal with them right now. I do get that he's troubled and bothered, but I wouldn't want to go to the extreme and say that he's heartbroken, because he knows what he needs to do. You will hear back from him. I don't feel like it's this week. I'm getting more towards next week. She goes, we are actually in no physical contact. Yeah, so I'm not seeing that, he's going, that's why I'm getting that he's heartbroken. I get that he's, not dealing with it. It's not something he's willing to deal with at the moment. Now, there will be contact, but it won't be until next week. And this isn't like a phone call or anything. This looks like a message. Just maybe text message or Facebook or something to that nature, because it's coming in typed form. When it comes down to it, it's a small, very short message. I'm talking about as short as, hey. Nothing else. Very basic. Very basic. She says, will we ever see each other again? I do feel like you guys will come back in contact. When that contact happens, eventually you guys will build to seeing each other again, but not right away. The very first contact that I see him reaching out to is something as simple as, hey. It's like a one-worder. And but she says, yes, we text. Right. And that's what I'm seeing is it's a one-word text just to it's to start the communication. But I see you responding to his one-word text message. And what I can say to that is he's not going to respond back right away. So don't send more than one message. Everything that you want to say to him when he sends that, say it in that one message. Do not, and I repeat this, do not keep sending the message. Don't keep sending messages. It's not worth it. Not worth it. You're just going to find yourself pissing him off, and then he's going to back away. Why is he acting like this? Because he's avoiding his feelings, honey. When things got real, he got scared. So he backed off. Not saying he's gone, just saying that he needs to reevaluate his emotions. And I see that he will. So don't worry. You guys will fix this communication. But like I said, when he communicates, one message and then wait for him to respond. When he realizes that you're not overly doing it, that's when he's going to be like, okay, I need to reach out more. Because now you're going to snap him out of it because he's realizing, oh, wait a minute, what? She's not going to keep sending messages? Absolutely not. You're not going to keep sending messages. Let him worry. Stop worrying yourself and let him worry. Smack that boy in the shape. She says, thank you so much. And she said, okay, I understand. All right, honey. Let's keep on going. All All right. She said, yes, I agree. Lisa Simpson, you were next on the list. So, Lisa, go ahead and throw us your question. Julia Henry, get your question ready. You're on the list. Let's check the jump list to see if anybody jumped. Guys, we do have a jumper. It is Bella. So, Bella will jump past the list, guys. Lisa, I know you just posted your question. Can you hold on to it for me? I'll get to your question here in just a minute. As a matter of fact, Lisa, I'm going to take your question. Bella, I'm going to grab your question right after the break. That way we can go longer with your question. That way it doesn't feel rushed. All right, let's do Lisa's real quick. Lisa says, hi, Journey. I'm worried about my 12-year-old grandfather. My 12-year-old grandfather? I'm sure you meant granddaughter. That's okay, though. She is acting out. Do you see something wrong with her? She is going through something. Yeah, I feel like she's going through something. She's not being seen nor heard. She feels like she doesn't feel like she's together. She doesn't feel like people are paying attention to her. And not that you guys aren't paying attention to her. It's that other people, her people she wants to be her friends. She doesn't feel like she looks like the other girls. She doesn't feel like she's like the other girls. So she's getting an attitude, and she's, a lot of problems there. I don't feel that she's judging herself is what she's doing. She's reflecting herself rather than seeing the good qualities that she brings to the table. She's seeing all the qualities that the other people are bringing to the table, and she doesn't feel that she has any of those skills. She doesn't believe that that's who she is. She wants to be like them rather than be herself. Being herself is going to be the bigger thing. But because she feels this way, she starts taking out all of this negativity on you guys. So she's releasing it on the wrong people. Who she's actually mad at, which is herself, she's not taking it out on herself. She's taking it out on you. And she's taking it out on everybody else. So that's the problem. That right there in a nutshell is a problem. We took care of the troll. They've been deleted. The thing is that just know that the issue lies within your granddaughter, and that she's not seeing herself like the other girls, and she's getting frustrated with it. I do feel that she's being picked on, so that's another thing that you need to take a look at. But I'm also knowing that she's a young lady now, and she's becoming a young lady, and she's got young lady problems. Young lady problems come with being a young lady. So that's another thing that's got her. So you're going to see mood swings from her, and she's going to look like, Lucifer, and then the next minute she's going to look like strawberry shortcake. It's going to happen. She said thanks. But make sure she feels special, because she's judging herself too hard. Thank you, Lisa. All right, let's keep on going here. And it is at the top of the hour, so we're going to go to take a short break. But guys, remember, we got jumps for another half hour. We're going to try to get through as many people as we can. The next person on the list was Bella. She had jumped the list. So Bella, get your question ready, and we'll be right back after these messages.
For Central Kentucky's best selection of pets and pet supplies, visit Adventure Pets in Berea. We have one of Central Kentucky's largest selection of fresh and saltwater fish, exotic birds, hamsters, reptiles, puppies, kittens, and more. We carry several lines of premium dog and cat food. We also stock Frontline Plus, Advantage, Capstar, and other products for flea and tick control supplies for dogs and cat health needs. Call us today at 859-985-8001.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
Guys, you know what that means. We gotta jump. All right. I need Bella to come on down and throw us her questions since she jumped the list. Bella, what's your question for us tonight? Bella. I better stop because my dog named Bella too. She'll come running to the door. Oh, wow. Here we go. We got some good stuff here. Check this out. Bam! She's got stuff. She's got stories, y'all. Here we go. She says, what's your insight on manifesting? I said some bad things before my husband left Earth in the heat of the moment. Why does his mom keep bullying me over this? Because her shaman gifts. She was able to know. Does he see this? All his friends are on his mom's side. I just want to know I am not alone and I'm not a horrible person. Then what's your thing with the soul contracts? I felt that I knew he was going to be on the earth for long. You're the only one I could talk to about this if I tell. Okay, so the thing about what I'm seeing when it comes down to the whole situation, the mom thing and the shaman thing, I'm going to tell you right now. Cute title, no action. She's got zero ability. I hate to say it that way, but that's true. She's read a bunch of books. Just because I read a bunch of books about math doesn't mean I'm a math magician. So the thing is that she knows stuff, but she can't do stuff. That I wouldn't even worry about her. His friends, on the other hand, they're being, she's a manipulator. She's an amazing manipulator. And so she knows how to get into people's heads. And the thing about you guys having that argument before his departure, the thing about that is that his friends knew about this. He said something about it. They knew that you guys were arguing and things of that nature. So because of the arguments that you guys had and them knowing about it, when this all happened, it wasn't hard for his mom to implant more crap into their heads. So it was easy. It was an easy pill to swallow. And that's what caused this. This is what's causing this. Now, when it comes to your partner's energy and what I can hear from him and what he has said is that all has been forgiven. And because I was in this physical form, knowing what I knew then and what I know now are two different things. So what he sees, he's not happy with. But when it comes down to you guys actually doing anything or moving this energy to a better place, he's already in a better place. The only place he wants you to be is getting to a better place and not letting these people control you, not allowing these people to, take charge of your life or let them control you or let them put you in a certain mood. Right now, what you have to do is you need to be able to walk away from them. He's like, he doesn't even want you to connect or contact them. Only if they contact you, and that's if they want to see the baby. But I wouldn't give them any time. I wouldn't give them the time of day. I wouldn't give them a hey you or F you or nothing. I would leave them be. Because the last thing you need right now while you're in transitioning, trying to work past these things that are bothering you, is to allow them to continue to keep planting their negative seeds, which is completely throwing you off. Your energy can be strong, but they're depleting it every day. And it's giving you a short temper. It's giving you a lot of problems. And I can tell you right now, because of that, you are, you're not going in the right path for yourself because you keep stopping to get mad or to get upset or to do whatever it is that they want you to do, which is throw you off your course. She said, nope, nothing about to change my number. They can send me money. They can have my payment info for that. But yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. They just need to be able to control you or rule you. And if you give them that power, they're going to continue to keep using it. They're going to continue to keep taking it. And the thing about that is that you don't need to give them that. And, you can block their number and then unblock it if you have to send type of emergency information. Other than that, there's not really anything that they need to do. They can have an email address. They can email you. They can contact you on change your number and then contact them from a text platform where the only thing they can do is text you, where they can't call you. You don't need to listen to it. And if they send types of rhetoric or bullcrap or anything that you don't need, delete it. You will not put up with the bullying any longer. You will not put up with the garbage that she's spewing. And of course, what she's going to do is she's going to step on her own 2 feet and trip. Because what's going to happen is you're not talking to her, so she's going to blow things out of proportion. And she's going to start talking to the friends and telling the friends all kinds of stuff. And then they're going to realize that you're not even communicating with her. You're not communicating with them. You're not communicating with any of them. And they're going to be like, well, that's not true. She's not saying nothing. Where's the proof? Nobody's going to see any proof. You're not communicating. Change your number, but contact them through a text app. That's how I would do it. That's how I would leave it. That way you can turn that son of a bitch on and off. You can take the information in when you want to. If it's garbage, delete it. Don't even read it. If it starts off as garbage, don't delete it. Or delete it. Don't read it. There's no more sense. If you get through the first 3 words and they're all hate, bloop, delete. Don't give 2 shits in the wind about you. Don't care about what you have to say. I don't care about your opinion. If I wanted to hear from an asshole, I'd fart. That's what you need to be like. So, they're assholes. Unless you're walking around trying to smell farts, it's the only time you need to be talking to them, because that's pretty much where you're at. So, she says, got it. His coworker keeps flirting with me, and I feel like he's on it. Or in on it. So I'm going to block him too. Right. Something's not right about someone who is a coworker of somebody and then trying to jump on their girl. It's just that's not cool in any way, shape, or form. And yeah, I don't feel like he's in on it, but I don't get that he's not a nice person. And I feel like it would be a huge mistake for you to do that. So I honestly, I would block the majority of them. I'm going to say 99% of them. There's like one person out of everyone that you talk to that knows him that you can talk to. Other than that, it's all garbage. They're all farts. I don't know why we're having a shitty day talking about farts tonight, but this is where we've been. You guys don't need bullshit. You need to cut this stuff out of your life. And I will be the first one to tell you when to cut something out of your life, because I don't want to see you hurt. You need to empower yourself. You need to get back your strength that they keep stealing from you. And that's what this family's doing to you. They're belittling you and making you feel less than. And that's not who you are. She says, I don't know one person, laugh out loud. She says, they are all out of my life. Well, good. Plain and simple. You ain't got to worry about nothing. They're all out of your life. Clean slate. Means you're not walking through a field of assholes. Now you can walk through a field of flowers. At least it'll smell better. Talking to Jordan, they demanded and keeping. No, there's no demands here. You don't get to demand anything. That's really cute. They can demand all they want to. They don't get that opportunity. They don't get that opportunity. You need to take care of you. You need to take care of your kids. And you need to get things back on track for you because they're the ones that are keeping you in a place that is not allowing you to move on. It's keeping you in hate. It's keeping you in anger. And it's keeping you from getting to your next goal. Your next goal is to get things back on track for you and to put you back in a good position. She says they don't know respect. Right. So give them a little bit of respect, blocking them. I'm sorry, this number's been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel you've reached this call in error, go fuck yourself. I blocked you. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. You don't have time for that. You're trying to get to a higher spiritual level. You can't do that in a field of assholes. You can't. It's hurting you. She says, they ask what kids want. I ignore when they should be sending me money. Well, I've got news for you. They're not going to send you any money. They're not. Any kind of money coming from them, you can just count that out. That's why they want to know what the kids want. So they can say, well, we got the kids this. We got the kids that. They're bragging rights. You're better off without it. You're better off without it. Because it's just about bragging rights and what they can say that they did for you so they can prove and show receipts. That's all this is. Stop giving them that power over you. Because that's what this is. It's power. She goes, how does he feel on that? About blocking them? Or about not giving you money? Because he's not thrilled about the situation. He's not thrilled they're acting the way that they are. You know, when you cross over, you get a totally different perspective. And he wants to see you get on the right track. She said the money. Yeah, he's not happy about the fact that they're not, helping you with money and doing things to that nature. He's not happy about that at all. But unfortunately, he can't change it, but he also knows who they are and how they are. He said he wishes he would have known that sooner. But it's unfortunate that he's constantly dealing with their energy because he's watching it tear you apart. He's tried to be there. He's tried to manifest. He's trying to show himself to you. But because everything's happening, it's distracting you from you seeing what he's trying to put out there. She goes, as I thought, thank you. You are welcome. But don't let them get the best of you because that's what's happening right now. They're taking you for granted. They're taking the situation for granted. And the money's about control. She says, yes, money ain't everything, but it helps. It does help. But you've got other help coming in another way where money can come in. So don't think that this is your only way for money because new money comes. And if you can get past what they're trying to hold you back from, you won't ever have to worry about anything from them ever again. You'll be able to give them this on a Christmas card. Don't really do that. It's just funny to say. Because you don't need them to have your address. All right. She says about the principle for those stinkers. Yeah. They don't learn lessons, so don't expect that to do anything. And Unfortunately, you're not going to be the one that's going to teach him the lesson. God's going to teach him that lesson. So leave it up to him. All right. Thanks, Bella. I appreciate your question tonight. All right, Julia Henry, go ahead and throw us your question. You were next on the list. After Julia is going to be Rowena. So Rowena, get your question ready. Guys, when I say get your guys' question ready, I really do. I do mean it. That way we can get through the names, because after 30 seconds, we're going to just start blowing through. If we get to the next person's name, we're going to put you at the end of the list. You can ask your question then. But please, when we say get your question ready, please get it ready. Julia says, am I going to get back with Lionel, or am I going to find a new love? Is he in another relationship? Not really a real relationship. I do see that he is talking to another woman, and I do know that they're kind of playing games with one another, but I don't see this as a real relationship. In all honesty, a new love would be best for you at this point, because I still see games with him. So even when he comes back, which I know he's going to come back, here's the thing. I feel like you guys are going to separate again. So if you're trying to find, real love that's going to benefit you, then I'm going to say right now, finding someone new is definitely on point, because I don't see him changing his energy anytime soon. Now, you could say many things and you can work on it with him, but that's going to take a lot of skill, and it's going to take a lot of time. So when this energy comes forth and he comes back, make sure you let him know what you're looking for, and don't take no as an answer. Say, I'm willing to work on things with you, but you got to be willing to work too. That's the biggest problem, is him and his lack thereof effort. She goes, I think he's been controlled by that woman. Yes. And the reason being is that she's manipulating him to believe something's going to happen. I do believe that this is a financial thing that she's trying to hold over his head. I get that whatever she's doing is a lie. I'm not getting that there's truth behind it. More along the lines of telling him that she's going to inherit some types of riches or something, or kind of making him believe certain things, and she's going to take care of him and all this other stuff. And just for those reasons right there, I mean, that would just piss me off in general, because this is someone who's being controlled over some story. So you mean to tell me that Ben Bet over here is going to tell you that she's going to buy you a brand new race car, but that means more to you than my love? That's why I say that relationship for you needs to be a new one, because that's going to be the real love. Why this pansy over here is pretending that he's going to fix things with you when you're going back and forth. She goes, he said something is wrong, but he can't figure it out. She says, yes, you're right. The thing is that he's not telling the truth on that. He knows what's wrong. And if he tells you what it is, then he's going to look like a sucker and a fool and an asshole for wanting your car over you. Choose the new love, honey. Choose the new love. I wouldn't wait around for him. You're so much better than him. So much better. His level, your level. Can you see your level? Right, because you're nowhere near his level. You're better than him. You're better. I didn't even know you could speak trailer. That's not your cup of tea. Not your cup of tea. All right. She says you're right on point. You are welcome, sweetie. Okay, thanks a lot. No problem. No problem. All right. Next person was Rowena. Rowena put, You're so much better than him. All right, Rowena, she says, I was wanting to know if you see me coming off this sad feeling. It's been bad since 3 years. Do you pick up why? And thank you. Okay. So with your situation, Rowena, I get the reason why you're sad. There are many things that happened at once, and I feel like the lack thereof energy that is circling you, like a lot of things promised but nothing happened, and the energy that's circling it is, false promises, being let down, people not being honest or truthful with you. I mean, there's a lot of things, and you hold a lot of things back, so you don't release. You just take in, and then I see you, being pulled into this mess, and it's not good. So this is where the sadness comes in. This is where it's tearing you apart. It's not good. You have a lot of things that are ahead of you, and you need to start looking at the light at the end of the tunnel versus what you're going through. You're stronger than what's being put out there. I see you getting things put back on track. A lot of things got put off to the side that you were trying to do. Housing, money, job situation, all these things kind of got pushed to the wayside, and some damage happened. And I feel like you've got, some things that you're working towards, and you will get there. But right now, it feels to me like you're, not sure what to do or how you're going to do it or how this is going to come about, but these things are going to balance themselves out. She goes, yes, been true. Yes, true. Been a lot of hurt. I'm seeing a lot of I'm seeing a lot of different energy, and I'm seeing just when you try to talk about yourself to somebody, say you're trying to open up, that person ends up talking about themselves, and then you don't get the chance to finish what you were saying. You need to be able to look into someone like a counselor, psychic reading, one-on-one, where we could talk about the things that bother you the most. We talk about the things that are taking from you and bringing you down. Because that right there is what's going to bring you back up, and it's going to help you with that. She goes, yes, now my family. Right. It's going to take time. But I do feel like you need to be able to talk to somebody to get this stuff off your chest. Rowena, thank you so much for your question. I appreciate you. All right, guys, let's keep on going here. Let's check. We got about 5 minutes left to jump, and then we'll take no more jumps for the night, and we'll finish off our list. Or at least what we can. And guys, in about 20 minutes, I'm going to be announcing tonight's winner. So, yeah, over my dad's will. Yeah, it's toxic energy. But don't fight with them. Let them tear each other apart. All right. So, Rowena, thank you so much for your question. I need Tiffany Hellman to go ahead and throw us her question. Tiffany, and then Diana R., get your question ready. You're on the list. She goes, I'll get in touch for sure. Absolutely, sweetheart. I'm here for you whenever you need me. She says, you're awesome. You're a sweetheart. All right. I need Diana. Diana, go ahead and throw us your question. All right, Diana says, would love to know if I'm going to be in a relationship with James, and if so, when. The thing about James is that there's a torn energy with James, and that energy keeps him from making a decision. The decision is, if I go in this direction, I lose what I have currently. And if I lose what I have currently, where does that leave me? So this is more about fear than it is about being in the relationship with you. Because I'm not going to say that feelings don't exist between you and James. But James also has his love split. There's a love for what he has today, and there's a love for what he's got with you and what can be tomorrow. But James has kept this on pause, and he's not made any decisions because he doesn't seem to have to at this moment. Because right now, he's getting his cake and he's eating it too. At some point, you have to put your foot down. Because you are not the other woman. Nor will you be the other woman. Even though you've dealt with this situation for as long as you have. But I don't feel that you really want to deal with it anymore. You basically want him to make a decision, or you're going to leave. And I felt that energy coming. You've been thinking about it. She says, yes, for me and his girl, but he don't let me go. Right, he doesn't let you go because he knows what you're worth. He sees your worth. He wants to hold on to you. But yet, he wants to hold on to somebody else because that person fulfills certain parts of him and you fulfill the other half. So you guys boost his ego like nobody's business. His head's so damn big he can't even get through the door. He's got to deflate himself before he walks through the damn door. She goes, yes, so true. But the thing about it is that he's still giving her more attention than he's giving you. And then he keeps you around and he takes you down and he makes you feel like you can't go anywhere. And then he also feeds you these false promises. Take your power back, honey, and let him know, bitch, I'm gold. And I'm not talking about yellow gold. I'm talking about platinum. You can hang out with copper as much as you want to. But if you want platinum, then you need to step up. I'm going to tell you right now, he don't know how to get rid of copper. And trust me, copper gonna make your hands green. She says, do you see me finding someone new? Absolutely. Absolutely. At the beginning, well, maybe towards the end of this month, at the beginning of next month, that's when I see new love walking in through for you. But the problem is that you got to be ready for it. If you're not open to it, that'll be just another person that walks away from you. 3 other people have been interested, but because you're interested in James, that's where your energy's been. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to take our next question after that. Our next question coming from Marie. So Marie P, get your question ready, and we'll be taking your question right after the break. Stay tuned, everyone. We'll be right back after these messages.
For Central Kentucky's best selection of pets and pet supplies, visit Adventure Pets in Berea. We have one of Central Kentucky's largest selection of fresh and saltwater fish, exotic birds, hamsters, reptiles, puppies, kittens, and more. We carry several lines of premium dog and cat food. We also stock Frontline Plus, Advantage, Capstar, and other products for flea and tick control supplies for dogs and cat health needs. Call us today at 859-985-8001.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
All right, guys, and we are back. All right, guys, remember, we are going to be announcing our winner of tonight's show in 15 minutes. So, guys, get ready for that. So, all right, let's see who we got next on the list. The next person on our list was Marie Perry. Go ahead and throw us your question. Wise T. Pearl, get your question ready. Do not post it. You are on the list. All right, Marie Perry, go ahead and throw us your question. Let's take a look here. All right, going once, twice, sold to the next person. Wise T. Pearl, you are next. Throw us your question. Divide Sunshine. Get your question ready. You're on the list. All right. Gonna keep on going here. Divine Sunshine, go ahead and throw us your question. You were next on the list. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and announce tonight's winner. Tonight's winner is Linda D. Linda, if you're still here, let us know. You have won $10 added to your account on My Psychic Connection. Linda, are you here? Let's see, I got some. There we go. See, I knew I had a sound effect. Just had to put it on. All right, Linda, you have just won. We're going to be adding $10 to your account. Congratulations. All right. Good job, Linda. Congratulations. All right. Well, it looks like we've come down. We've gone down the list, and I don't see any more people on this list. So due to that, we are going to go ahead and cut the show a little bit sooner. You guys have a beautiful night. Don't forget to tune in to Emma's show at 12:30 a.m., and that is in about 1 hour. So from everyone here at My Psychic Connection, we want to say thank you so much. We'll see you in an hour.